Okay, you guys, let's talk organization. Okay, so really quickly in this video, we're actually going to declutter and reorganize our homeschool closet. So typically we homeschool in our shed outside, but there isn't very much storage. And so what has happened throughout the years is I've utilized this humongous closet that my girls have, and I've split it in half. Half of it they use for their clothes and their storage, and then half of it I've used for a lot of our homeschool supplies, something that I didn't really expect. Homeschooling was that you just get a lot of accumulation of paperwork and like keepsakes, supplies, textbooks, books, so many different things. Now, before in the past, I've had a little bookshelf, and then I have all this negative space. And so I've kind of come to just pile box on top of box. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but I've learned throughout the past of really trying to, how can I say, refine the art of home management and homemaking has been in order to organize and fully detail clean, deep clean a space, it has to be decluttered. And so decluttering is actually something that I do in like my month schedule. I visit every room at least once a month. So Lorenzo and I went to purchase this bookshelf, these little cubbies from IKEA. This is what's going to go into our closet, and hopefully it'll work out where I can actually stack up what I need. I can see what is in the closet. So when I'm decluttering, I really take advantage to either listen to an audiobook or podcast. And then this month, I'm going to be listening to Smart Money, Smart Kids by Dave and Rachel Ramsey. I'll put a little picture here of the audio book, and it's an actual book that you can buy also, but I've really been wanting to focus on habits and money management with my kids, so that's something that's going to help me. And I really utilize this time that I'm kind of doing something, occupying my hands really, to train myself in a skill that I would really like to develop in. So anyway, let's get to it. So this is the madness that is the homeschool closet right now. We've got so many things that have even fallen and tumbled down, and we are going to organize everything as well as take out the things that we're using for next year so that we can store that into the shed, declutter and do all the things, put this bookshelf in, and then see what we can do. Ay, you guys, qué vergüenza. This bookshelf was literally standing upright for so long, and I just noticed it's like so slanted, it's gonna fall apart. So before I take out all of the books from here, what I'm actually gonna do is, this is everything that was in the closet. As you can see, it's just a bunch of boxes and stuff. This is gonna be such a good reason to clean up the girls' room too, but I'm actually going to declutter and organize everything. That way, when I put this bookshelf into the closet, I'll know where everything belongs. So the biggest challenge by far is going to be all of the arts, crafts, and school supplies. I didn't take that into consideration really, that they're just going to be like a bunch of loose things. So I'm gonna need like baskets or something to go into the cubbies, unless these are unstackable and I can place them at the top. So we have run into a problem. The bookshelf is not fitting into the closet. The girls are laughing at me because I work so hard. The point was to get your guys' room to look good. No, it's an even bigger mess because everything in that half closet has taken up the entire bedroom. It doesn't fit. I can feel my body asking for a break. So I'm gonna stop here. Once Lorenzo gets home, I'm gonna have him put the bookshelf. We are back, day number 2. Different day, same project. So Lorenzo was finally able to get the bookshelf into the closet, and I gotta get this project done today because it just keeps getting worse. If you have kids, you know that you leave something organized and the girls came in here and moved things around, and I can't have that going on. So I'm going to start organizing and stacking things back into the closet.
Fit perfectly.
So, what do you think?
We should have done this a long time ago.
6 years ago?
I think I think I proposed it one time, and
You got shot down?
I shot down.
I'm sorry.
But yeah, this is exactly what I wanted because we weren't using this, and so we only had a shelf here. So we had all this open space here that couldn't be
utilized.
Yeah, taken advantage of. And so now we have this option here. And now when you take up all this room, you find out that you have empty spaces that you didn't know you had.
Yeah.
And you have another empty space here because you're using every piece of this. And that's why I like shelves, because you can utilize everything. You're not limited to where your shelf stops. So,
how's it looking?
Looking beautifully, and it fits so perfectly.
All right, you guys, it's been a couple days and we've finally completed the organizational homeschool closet situation. So let me go ahead and show you what I ended up doing. So let me start at the top here. On the top of the closet, I just have a bunch of puzzles, manipulatives, and more game-based big boxes that take up a lot of room. Sitting right at the top of the shelf, I have some books that are a very large size that a lot of elementary school kids have a lot of fun looking at. I also have a dinosaur banner. Right on the top section of my shelf, I've placed all of our language arts curriculum. So a lot of these are just curriculum based. Some the girls have yet to use, and some they've already used. And so I'll actually be hanging on to them for baby. This is just early elementary, more kindergarten, some of the baby books that I've kept for the kids, some early elementary curriculum based books that I have, some puzzles. On this shelf, I have a lot of their arts and crafts supplies, as well as some teacher and school supplies in the back. And then moving on to that second row, again, I have more art and school supplies, so like binders and notebooks, pencils, paper. Here I have, this is going to be our math cubby. So again, math curriculum. In this one, I have all of our more of electives. So I've got history and science. So in this row, I actually have 2 cubbies with just readers. So this either the girls use for bedtime, or, and actually I should say, It corresponds with a lot of classical literature curriculum. A lot of literature-based books are in this cubby and that one. This one has more of like history and science books, whereas this one's more story-based books. In the middle, I have a lot of our encyclopedias and sciences. On the bottom here, I've made a cubby just for Zoe of different chapter books that she can grab and read on her own. This cubby has early readers, so this is a cubby where Sophia can reach in here, and if I let them know, you know, it's quiet reading time or for bedtime, she can just come and grab a book, which is very helpful because with the way that it was before, she didn't know what she was looking at or, you know, what she needed to grab. So this is very, very helpful. I have tons of like starter readers back there, which she finds too easy. So I kind of brought forward some of the ones that she really likes to read now. And then these are like level 1, level 2, level 3 readers. And then the last little row that I have here, or cubby, is just all of our Bible-based stuff. So in the morning when they're doing their morning routine and they have Bible time, they can come and grab one of these books and kind of read from there. Okay, I am out of breath just showing you everything, but you guys, I am so like in love with how organized it all feels. Now I feel like I could just look at this and know whether or not I already have something that I want to order, which was really difficult to do beforehand. Just the organizational aspect of it, and now we're really able to utilize all the space I had and really take advantage of every little nook and cranny. And it feels like there's all these gaps, which I'm not someone who wants to fill them in, but I know that they'll get filled in as I go. Anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this little video, and until next time.